the one and only Leo Biaz. Hey, Leo.
I'm excited to be back, my man. It was 9 days in Vegas. We got stuck in the desert, and we had a little hangover remix out there, man.
Do you want to relive the golden days of Stockton? Join Nate Knott on Stockton Alive every first and third Monday at 6 p.m. Tune into thevoiceofstockton.org.
This is a production for the voice of San Joaquin. Porque nos vamos a enlazar con el mero, el gallo de Zacatecas.
That's right, homeboy.
El de Guayá. You got it, homeboy. Island boy.
My name is Josh, and you're listening to KXVS, the voice of Stockton, 92.1 FM.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff. The voice of San Joaquin presents The Lance McHan Show with your host, Lance McHan.
Are we live yet? All right. Good morning, everybody. This is the Stockton United. I forgot the name of my show. I recently changed it.
I like Stockton United. Stockton Unite behind this show.
That's right. So, start over. Good morning and welcome to Stockton United. I'm your host, Lance McHan. And my guest today is Taylor Cozik. She's a local candle maker from the Cozy Candle Shop. And today we're going to be talking about her journey through candle making and what she's doing in the community to help empower other women. So, good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So let's dive into this.
Okay.
What was it? What did you do before you were a candle maker? Would your give people a little bit? I can't even talk this morning.
A little
Jeez.
bit, like a day-to-day.
Yeah. What was your background before you decided, like, I'm gonna make a candle?
So I was a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
I was going to school. I still am going to school to get my business degree. And one day I was just thinking, what can I do now that's going to eventually get me to owning my own business? Because you can't just go to school and expect the next day when you graduate that you're going to own a business.
Who would have thought that?
You need some practice and you actually need to be doing something,
So you
right?
need to fall on your face a few times is what that
Yes.
means.
So then I got to thinking, well, what can I do when I'm at home with my daughter and make money, kind of live the small business owner life before graduating, and get something underneath my belt, some experience.
Gotcha.
So I'm a coffee addict, and I love making coffee at home. I love to drink coffee at coffee shops. So I wanted to...
That's my blood type, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Caffeine.
Espresso? Oh.
Espresso,
Yeah.
caffeine, whatever. Yeah.
So I started making coffee-scented candles, and the first one I made, when I smelled it, when I lit it, I kind of had this moment, like,
Yeah.
I think I'm onto something, and that's where the Cozy Candle Shop was born.
Nice.
Yep. Even after just making that first one, I decided that's what I'm going to do.
I bet it was hard to sleep at night after that one.
It was. I kind of was up all night, just
a little
like
hamster wheel spinning.
it was.
I know I have that same problem.
The most
Come up with
productive.
an idea.
Yeah, the most productive time in my day is probably like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, when everyone's asleep and I'm just sitting there at my computer, trying to figure out what's the next step. What do I do now? How can I make it better?
So tell everybody how did you figure out how to make a coffee scented candle? Do they have scents that are coffee scented, or did you have to blend different ones to get the flavor
Yeah,
or profile? I don't know what you call it. I just drink coffee. I don't smell
Yeah.
it.
So they do sell like fragrance oils that smell like coffee.
Okay.
And then in order to make my like flavor, like the vanilla hazelnut latte, just as an example, because that's the
Okay.
best one.
That is the best one. By the way.
I had to blend vanilla, cream, coffee, and yeah, that was it, to make it smell like that cup of coffee. And then like caramel macchiato, cafe mocha, those ones all have different, like caramel chocolate, all of that stuff.
So how many candles did you mess up before you figured out this big old glob of wax and you're like, what is this? How do I like that?
So last summer, my first kind of full 3 months of being a candle maker, all of those candles flopped for me.
Wow.
Yeah, all of my coffee ones did really well. I think because I actually knew the recipes. Like they had something, like I knew them in my brain, in like my blood, basically, like you said.
Tasty.
I knew what the coffee candle needed to be. To make other sense, I had a lot of issues because they didn't come from my heart, I guess I should say. They didn't come from
sense.
like what I really wanted to create. So I had like a bunch of different scents that they're still on my shelf because nobody bought them.
Because nobody bought them? Or do they smell good? Or
They smell okay. They kind of just smell like you tried. It kind of smelled like it just wasn't going to carry. And
I'm smelling the one you have right now.
Do you smell it?
I can smell that.
Yeah, that one's going to be in the spring collection.
What do you call that one?
That one is white peach tea.
Super nice.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm thirsty all of a sudden.
I know. That's kind of where I found my passion. My brand is kind of going to be centered around drinks. Because I used to be a barista. I am a drinker.
That connects the a drinker.
I like to drink.
I wouldn't admit that.
I mean, I'm a mom. It's at the end of the day. Anyway.
Yeah. Right. Don't judge. No judgment.
Yeah. But that's kind of what I like to do. I like to create drinks that are centered around the season. So this is going to be a spring collection. So you don't want something really heavy. Drink something like peachy, light. That's what that one is.
Okay. Dang. Too bad you couldn't make an actual drink to go with the candle. That would be amazing.
One day. Well, so that was like when I first started making candles, I said I'd love to have a candle shop one day. And it's still in my mind. Okay. It's not my end goal. It might be. I don't know. It's kind of still, I'm playing with the time frame. But my goal for my candle shop is to blend my two passions, coffee and candles. So you would shop for your candles, but you could also, you could also order like a espresso drink.
I love that. So speaking of coffee, maybe the baby step is reaching out to local coffee shops. There's Trails. They just opened up a new shop by EOP, and then Impresso, and then Terra Coffee. Those are the 3 local coffee shops. Have you reached out to Awesome? I have.
Yep. I was trying to work with Terra Coffee on like a Christmas collection of coffee and a pound of coffee and a candle, and it would be their Café de Olla blend. That was going to be a candle. That didn't end up happening, but it's kind of just on the back burner. Okay. You know, it
can't happen overnight.
Exactly.
You got 8-10 more months to plan it.
Yeah, and I think that was my issue too, was I think we started talking about it in like October. I think we talked about it, and that's just not enough time to have that smell like Café de Olla. It's such a distinct blend of coffee. The first candle that I tried to make that smelled like it did not work. Okay. So it took more time than she would have needed to inventory to make the gift basket. So, definitely this year we can talk about that. I've reached out to Impresso, and I left my card at Trail.
Lucky for you, I got connections at Trail. We're actually, since we're talking about coffee, we might as well plug all the local businesses.
Hey.
I'm doing a little mini grand opening mixer for Pacific Trail, the one at UOP.
Okay.
So you're definitely invited there.
Thank you. I'll go. I'll be there.
And so going back to how you got started, what was your most challenging? Because I would imagine it's not just like a kit you buy and just read some instructions and just do it.
Yeah.
What was your most challenging, and maybe some of your failures to get going? Like, what that look like to you?
kind of balancing the time.
The mom thing?
Yeah, because I am, I'm a full-time mom. That's the first job that I have. So understanding my daughter's schedule, trying to fit candles in with her is still the biggest challenge, because she really wants to be involved. So I try to get her as involved as possible without
does
her.
She help you?
She does. Yeah. Like this one she actually made. She didn't pour the hot wax into the thing, obviously.
Why not? Gosh.
Well, I don't trust a 2.5-year-old to pour some hot wax on
into a jar.
Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. But she did mix it. She poured all of the fragrance oils into the wax. So that's kind of Nora's candle. But she wants to help, and I appreciate that, and I want her to be involved.
Absolutely.
But
you want to teach her, especially, we always want to teach our kids on how to be independent and think for themselves and develop the entrepreneurial spirit inside them and develop them to be.
Oh yeah, and she's absolutely born to be a boss. she's gonna have her own business.
2-year-old. I think that's just a 2-year-old attitude.
Yeah,
but we'll see. We'll be watching her.
Yeah, for sure. She'll be making more of an appearance on like my Instagram and on my Facebook business pages, just because she's right there every time.
I think that's a great idea. It's connecting you and your business to other moms, and you kind of create this tribe around you to pull people into you. And that's the thing about being vulnerable. A lot of times it's not always marketing, traditional marketing. Sometimes marketing is letting people inside the world of the Cozy Candle Shop and see the struggles and the successes. Because anytime you see a business that is an instant success, you never see the 10 years that they put in behind that.
Yeah.
Of struggle.
Yeah.
And that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah, and I've thought about that when I don't have content to put on my Instagram and on my Facebook, because I'm not failing, but I am. Like, I'm failing
forward.
Whatever that particular moment is, like that candle didn't turn out, or my table is a mess, and trying to take pictures of a candle on my mess of a table. It's just my messy life. And I don't want you don't want to
let people in too much.
They're like,
as long as you're failing forward, I think that's the key. Is like failing forward instead of failing backwards, and getting up and putting it together.
Yeah, and I definitely want people to see that. Like, see that it's not an overnight thing. Like, oh, I just made this beautiful candle and it's amazing and all this stuff, and like take a picture and that's great. Everything behind the scenes is a mess.
Yeah.
So I've kind of struggled with how much of that to show. I definitely want to show enough, because it normalizes like the entrepreneur journey. Everyone thinks it's just like, oh, well, she just started making candles and now she's a success and she's doing her thing. But no, it's so much more than just making my candles and selling them. It's
so what do you do with the flops?
They just go onto my bookshelf, and are
they labeled, or are they just like, you just know?
Some of them are labeled. Like the ones from last year are labeled. They have the names on them and everything. And I look at them and I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful that they didn't work out, because now I get to see what I've done wrong and the notes that I can take from those flops.
That's good.
So they're kind of there as motivation. Like, okay, you messed up these ones, don't mess up the next ones.
I always say failure is an option, because without your failures, you don't know how to correct the mistake. So I love that.
They're there, just always reminding me.
So how have you overcome some of your obstacles? Can you name one, or are there too many? I'm just trying to.
So I mean, just the biggest thing is time, because I'm juggling a job and then creating a business and then mom and school. So time management, schedule management is always, I think, going to be my biggest obstacle. And every day I just kind of look back on that day and say, okay, well, how can I do better tomorrow?
Right.
What can I do during like my daughter's nap? That's like the biggest
nap. That's what you do.
Yeah,
you
I have
take
to
your
wait.
own nap. That's what I used to do.
That doesn't work.
I
just have too much that I have in my head that I need to do. So when she's napping, I kind of either do schoolwork or do candle stuff and try to figure out how to create the best schedule that I can with all of that. I just do my best. Every night, like I said, I kind of rewind through the day and say, okay, I did this. Tomorrow I can make it better by doing this.
Micro goals.
Yeah. The small things, when you accomplish those, you really feel like you're on top of the world.
I mean, if you could do 1% a day better than yesterday, that's 365% better than you were January 1.
How true is that? That's so true.
Hard though sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to just disconnect. You know, I was sick a few weeks ago. And I haven't touched a video game in years, but I went and bought God of War and I played that game until I was better. I was just like, disconnect.
Yeah.
I just don't want to. I felt miserable, but at least it took my mind off of feeling crappy.
It's not always a bad thing to do that. It's part of like your self-care too. You can't neglect like yourself. You kind of have to.
True.
You kind of have to balance. You know, you're working. Take that hour or a few days just to take a step back.
Speaking of self-care, you are coming out with a new candle that is designed. Well, I don't know what it's quite designed for. I'll let her tell you. But it's CBD. It's a CBD, which is a cannabis derivative candle. Right?
Yes. So it doesn't have any THC in it. So that's kind of the misconception.
Dang,
I know. That's when people think, when they see CBD, they automatically think, well, that's marijuana.
Right.
And it's going to get me high and I don't want that. I don't want to be a part of that.
Uh-huh.
So CBD is not, it has no THC in it. It's all of the healing properties, right? And like the holistic part.
It's a holistic candle.
Yes. So I do make it with other essential oils. It doesn't smell like marijuana. It kind of has like an earthy dirt smell, the CBD. So I add
dirt candles. Love it. No.
So I add other essential oils with that CBD to kind of make it smell better, but it also aids in other healing types. So with lavender, you blend it with the CBD. Oh my gosh, you'll fall asleep like that. You'll just knock yourself out with that.
When are those coming out? Because CBD is a big thing right now. I don't partake, but I know a lot of people who do, and it's really working for them. So when can they expect that?
Those are on a strictly like order basis.
Okay.
Because I'm not allowed to sell them online because in other states it's still technically illegal. Oh. So they're not going to be online.
Felony.
Yeah, I don't really want to get caught up in that. So if you want a CBD candle, just email me, DM me, message me on Facebook, and I can create those for you. But I cannot sell them online. Okay. So they're ready. They're just whenever you need them.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So.
And I sell them in the melts too, like the little wax melts that you have like a Scentsy warmer, or you can even put it
like
on
the
your
little
stove.
light bulb with the little dish.
Yep.
Okay.
So I have those too.
I didn't realize that's what it was called because you gave me, what was it? What flavor was that? The little white ones, cubes you gave me that one day. It was like peppermint. I don't know what it was.
I don't remember.
Coffee. Oh, it smelled really good.
That's all that counts. Or matters.
It's like it's bad, especially when you're dieting or something. I can imagine those smells just make you hungry.
Yeah. That's. People do talk about that with my strawberry shortcake with chocolate drizzle candle.
Oh, man.
They just want to scoop it right in their mouth. I'm like, please don't do that.
It's nasty.
Because there's no edibleness in those. But, yeah, the chocolate one and strawberry is, people really like that one.
Terry says she used to give CBD to her pups.
Yeah, it's good for, like, everything.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of people use it. Even... like some people who you never think, aunts and uncles who are all against marijuana, but they sure love their CBD.
They do. Yep. Yeah. It's funny how that works.
I know. It's crazy. So what do you have? You have a Valentine's collection coming out?
Yep. That one's available on my store right now. It's got black raspberry.
I'm going to have to tag your store.
Okay.
Your website.
Yeah.
Into this so people can find you. So remind me.
Okay. But yeah, that one has the black raspberry and vanilla, strawberry shortcake with chocolate drizzle.
I've smelled that one. It's really good.
That one is amazing. I say burn that one at the end of the night, but maybe not in the bedroom. That one is not a bedroom candle. That's more of a just hang out kind of at
Good
the end of the
smell.
night. It's like your dessert.
Yeah, I
So
gotcha.
you're like guilty pleasure. You're just without the calories.
Well, which one is this one right here?
This one is white peach tea.
White peach tea. I can smell that thing right now. It's
It
amazing.
smells really good. That one's my tester, so I just made that one as, is this the recipe
She
I
made
want to
it
go
this
with?
morning at 6 a.m. on the way here. No.
No, last night.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Thank you. I really like it. It's very fresh.
So how many Valentine's candles do you have?
I
3
have
flavors?
4. 4 flavors.
Do you call them flavors or scents? What do you?
I kind of just interchangeable because they're kind of flavors because everything that's in the candle, like the scent, is
A flavor.
a flavor. So I kind of just bounce back and forth between scents and flavors.
I like flavors better.
Yeah, it makes more sense because I'm kind of
Sense. Pun intended.
right. That's a marketing jab right there.
Oh, right. You should use that. You're welcome.
Yes,
That'll
thank
be
you.
$10,000.
I'll write you a check.
McHan Marketing 101. Wow.
But yeah, that one is a good one. But my other one that people have really, really liked is the Chardonnay one. That one
smells
really
good, too.
smells like Chardonnay, like alcohol. But then I add the pigment glitter into it, so when you light it and it
That
melts,
was pretty cool.
it's got
That was pretty cool.
That one was. I got a lot of interesting feedback on that one. Everyone was really raving about it.
Nice. The what about summer scents? Do you have any summer scents coming up?
So I've been thinking about summer. The thing that's hard about summer candles is people don't always like to buy them. When you think of candles, you kind of think of warmth and cold. When you burn a candle, that's what I've gotten a lot of response for.
Feedback.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been thinking about summer. I have a grapefruit and lime fragrance that I'm kind of smelling and thinking that will go along with summer. But I haven't
Decided yet?
I haven't decided yet, only because I'm trying to think, do I want to do candles for the summer or do I want to do room sprays? Like just spray in your
How'd that go?
house. Shh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking, I can keep with my same
Theme.
recipes and theme,
Flavors.
but not everyone loves to buy a candle during the summer, especially out here when it's like 100
110.
degrees and you feel like you're in an oven.
I would think people would want scented candles
Both. Maybe.
during the, especially because you're gonna have parties and if
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people burn candles when they have people over during
We
the
do.
summer. So I burn candles 24/7. I just always have a candle going. So yeah, citrus will definitely be the theme of summer candles if I commit to candles.
Terry's awesome, by the way. Her and her husband dressed up as Santa Claus this year. They really do a lot in the community. So, hi Terry.
Hi, Terry.
So citrus, like what kind of citrusy, like lemon or orange, lime?
That's
like,
right. Yeah, I do have a cucumber mint lemonade. That's a summer candle. I forgot about that
Dang.
one. But that one is like really refreshing when you smell it. So that one I'll be making thecozykandleshop.com and Facebook and Instagram. But that one is a really good one. Other citrusy flavors, I have the grapefruit and lime.
Dang, that's.
I have
man.
an orange fragrance oil. I don't know what I want to use it with because I want to create something different. I have drinks, and I have the grapefruit and lime as just kind of a smell good. So I'm not sure what I want to do with the orange. I might go another tea route, or I don't know yet. I might do like orange
tea?
zest.
Orange
Something.
zest.
I'm not sure. That one's kind of right now I'm focused on my spring collection, and then my summer collection I'll be creating those candles probably in April or
Nice.
May.
The that cucumber one. sounds-
Cucumber mint lemonade, that one was off the
I think
chain.
you're gonna have to start a drink factory as well to go with these because some
Yeah.
of these smell so good. And you're just like, God, I wish I could just taste it.
Yeah, this one I'm wishing I had a white peach tea with me right now. That one is really good.
I know. Just think all the bombs you get to taste. Like, oh God, that's terrible.
Yep.
So what else is in the works for Taylor? What are you focused on right now other than your spring collection?
Yeah, so I've been talking with a lot of, there's a nonprofit that you had on here, Lily Pad Living.
Lily Pad Living.
Trying to get a candle making workshop going for the women over there.
Nice. Did you actually connect with them?
Yes. Yeah, we've been in talks. Right
good.
now we're kind of just going over
You
what
talking with Stephanie or Deborah?
Stephanie.
Okay.
So I've gave her a list of everything that we would kind of need for that, because that would be my first one.
Okay.
But I've been talking with other people too about doing candle making workshops or doing a party, like candle party, and
that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I like a sip and shop kind of thing, which has always been my dream to do. Is
so how would you do the? Would people be able to mix their own flavors? Like, that could be disastrous.
I know. Yeah. So what I would do,
it'd be like going to the Arco and get a little bit of every flavor.
That's so.
Call the suicide.
That would smell awful. There's one of my cousins, her daughter's in Girl Scouts, and we want to do a candle making workshop for them.
Okay.
What I'm going to have them do is vote on 4 flavors or 4 scents that they want to do. And then it would only be those 4 that they could choose from. If they want to mix, then that's fine. That's up to them because that's their candle.
Right.
But only having a certain amount of fragrances to choose from really kind of helps with that whole, like, all of these. So that's candle making workshops, sip and shops, I think are going to be my goals for this year.
Okay.
And then also trying to connect with other coffee shops, bars, maybe even trying to do a specialty candle for them. Because I like I said, I have the Chardonnay candle. There's a Cabernet fragrance scent that I really want to try to get and see about doing that for the Christmas time.
Okay.
So trying
Do
to...
you think it would be hard to make a wine flavor? Do you think that would be kind of hard to capture the essence of a wine into... Do you think that'd be too hard to do?
No, I don't think so. Now that I have much more knowledge of how fragrances...
I mean, she's drinking a lot of wine. No, no, I'm just kidding. But because, you know, wine is a very complex flavor profile. So I would say maybe reach out to some local wineries. We have Lodi, some of the best wines in the California.
Absolutely.
Probably in the nation, for all I know.
I'm totally willing to do that. Now, like I said, I have much more understanding of how fragrances mix together and how much of one you need to kind of lift another one up. So now that I have more of that chemistry in my brain, I'm able to create more authentically scented candles.
Oh, that
so
makes sense.
when I do like the Cabernets, or if I try to do other wines or beverages, I can more easily make it like that this year. So that's absolutely something I'm willing to talk about and do.
It'd be interesting to try to, you know, connect with local businesses who have, like the Graduate, they have their own Long Island iced tea. So something like that would be pretty cool to see.
Yeah. Long Island, I've heard that one as a candle. I've made a mint mojito before, which turned out really good.
You got to bring that one back. It's like,
I'm a drinker. I'm sorry. I just
yeah.
That's just what my brand is. I've mastered the coffee, and now it's time to maybe try the alcohol
to branch
side.
out. That's cool. So what's his as far as non-alcoholic beverages, coffee's your go-to?
Yeah.
It's got to be, huh?
Yeah. I love coffee. I love coffee shops. I love how they make you feel. You know, you walk into a coffee shop and you can kind of
get the energy.
You get the vibe, yeah, and you really feel like time slows down a little bit, and it's warm, it's comforting, it's cozy. You know,
right.
It's where you want to be. That's where I would like to be all the time. Is just in a coffee shop, sitting on a couch.
Nice.
Drinking.
Jacked up.
Yeah.
Can't sit still.
Yeah.
Impresso, they have this cold brew. Oh my gosh, it is so strong. It's like jet fuel.
Nice.
I love it.
I'll have
so
to go
when I'm
stop
really
by.
dragging, I'll just go in there and grab me a medium cold brew and just wake
Can
up.
you see it? Can you see them make the
Yeah,
cold brew
they
there?
drip it right there.
Nice.
It takes 24 to 32 hours just to make one batch.
Wow. I thought about doing that. I thought about buying a kit and doing my own cold brew, but I don't have the time.
Yeah, I'd be drinking every drop that comes out. Like, are you done yet?
Just sit under the spout and
Right.
just sit there with your mouth open.
Right, you sitting like with a hookah pipe drip.
Yep.
So how do people find you?
I'm there on Facebook at the Cozy Candle Shop. On Instagram, I am at Cozy Candle Shop. I have my website, thecozykandleshop.com, and I kind of just pop up in random places.
Yeah, you did a little pop up at one of my
yep.
mixers.
Yep, at one of the mixers. Thank you so much for that, by the
you're
way.
welcome.
That was kind of life-changing, to be honest with
Really?
you. Yeah, I've talked to a lot of people from there
Oh, wow.
that stopped by and bought candles, and they're like, oh, I really like this, and I like this, and let's collaborate on this. So from that, I'm kind of falling off the chair. From that, I met this lady, Brianna.
Okay.
And she turned me onto this event that's happening on the 22nd, and she wants me to donate a raffle basket.
Okay.
But make it like Valentine's Day themed. So I donate that, and then in return, I get to meet kind of more real estate agents,
Oh, nice.
brokers,
Love it.
lenders. So making closing gifts.
They're a
So
great idea.
that's-
Terry wants to know if you'd be willing to do a workshop in Woodbridge.
Absolutely. Where's Woodbridge?
We're a little past Lodi.
I'm still so like, I live in Manteca. I used to live in San Jose, so I'm familiar with the Bay Area. I'm familiar with Manteca, Stockton, Lodi. This, like, all the way down to Fresno. That's
Okay.
about as far as I understand in my brain. So Woodbridge, above Lodi. Okay.
I'll connect you two, and you guys could figure that out. And so thank you for stopping by and sharing
Yes.
your story with us. Look forward to your new scent. I'm excited to see the future for Taylor.
Thanks. Me too.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. See you next week. Have a great day and be kind, everybody.
Bye.